Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Hi, guys, following the Hades YouTube channel. I'm Karen. I know Hades from college. Shout out Whitworth University in Spokane, Washington. And I work in tech now. I've been working in tech for 3 years. I don't really know too much about the WNBA, but I've been following a little bit on Sibuso's channel. So I'm just here to give my input as somebody that's a little bit outside of the sports entertainment world on these amazing, incredible women. So yeah, I'm really happy to be here.
Thanks for hopping on. So like, have you learned about the WNBA or like what's the most interesting component? Because there's a lot going on. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Honestly, it's when I started watching your YouTube videos that I started to just get a little bit more interested in these women because you hear a lot about the NBA, but not really the WNBA. So I started looking at some of these people, and they're like some really, really talented women. Some of these, I think the one that really got my attention and started popping up on my For You page the most was, I forgot her name, but this tall blonde basketball player that
Cameron
she
Brink.
won this big award. I don't know.
Cameron
She won
Brink.
a.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Cameron Brink, right?
I don't remember her name, but she won this big award and she gave a shout out to Black women as well because she got the
Oh,
recognition.
oh yeah, yeah.
And
That's Paige Beckers. She's not even in the WNBA,
yeah,
by the way. Yeah, she's not in the, but
she's
she's good.
what?
She's not in the
She's
WNBA.
really
She's still
good.
in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's really good. She'll probably be and I hope this ages well. She'll probably be number one pick next year if she declares for
You
the
think
W.
so?
Yeah, definitely.
She seems to be doing really, really well in her career. But I was just looking at her progress and a couple of videos about her. And she was also seemed like a really kind, humble person. And then I've
Yeah,
been seeing more about the different female basketball players. And it's good to see that they're getting recognized for their sports. Because I know there's a lot more attention usually on men when it comes to sports and basketball. And it made me think of, how in soccer in the US, women have all these wins and all these championships, but they don't really get highlighted as much. It makes me really happy to see that you're really highlighting the WNBA and really rooting for them and supporting them. Even some more rookie players, some people that just got in the game. So I'm like, wow, you're really lifting these women up. So I love to see it. Yeah,
I,
that's
I
yeah. I just
appreciate
be
it.
seeing some highlights and I'm like, oh my god, these girls are really amazing.
I appreciate it. Like, I mean, I'm all for empowering women, and honestly, the WNBA right now is more interested than the NBA. Like, if you look at, because the other day there was the NBA draft, and it was like it's not even
Really?
it's not even exciting. Like, um, I don't know, like it wasn't exciting. And then we watched the playoffs with Celtics and Dallas. Like, I wasn't interested. But and I love my
I
basketball.
know you love your basketball, so I'm
Yeah.
like, really? Even when there was the LeBron James son playing for the same team, and that was like
Yeah, that's insane. Like that,
crazy.
I wasn't going to cover that, but like I was like, I have to cover this because in my opinion, it's premature. Like he's gonna go play in the G League. I even said it in the video. He'll play in the G League. He might get some time now and again. Because LeBron's his dad. Like, and LeBron's like the manager basically. He
Okay,
dictates
so
who plays, who they sign. I think he had even a big influence on the coach that day. I'm gonna do a video about him. His name's JJ Redick. He's never coached in the NBA. He was a broadcaster, and if you look at his resume, the highest level of basketball coaching he's done is high school. So how on earth
oh,
does he get the job? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how on earth? Like, I like this is I'm gonna make a video about this, and like
it
I'm
was
gonna
probably for clout. It sounded like it was just for clout. Like it's LeBron James. It was probably just for people to
yeah.
be like, oh,
So
okay,
it's kind of
he's the
obvious that
coach.
LeBron had influence on him getting obviously getting the job. and
100%.
and once he got the job, they announced that they were going to sign a supermax contract for LeBron. I don't know how much it is, so I'll do the research. But they signed the coach. LeBron gets a huge contract extension, and then the following week, Bronny gets drafted. So it's like there's
Everybody
stuff
knows what
happening behind the
happened.
scenes, and like let's not go over my head. I know what's going on. You know what I mean? So I,
So
I, I
that's what's
just I
happening
just
on the
love this
boys'
because
side.
this is like my what I'm passionate about. So I want to give people insight, like on furthermore insight on what actually goes on behind the scenes. Um,
Mm.
I feel like people read and they watch the media and like they just run with that narrative. And I feel like there should be more like sports analysts. Obviously, like with a lot of my stuff, I'm gonna give my opinion, but I back up my opinion with facts. And a lot of the time, these analysts don't back them up with facts. Like they just give their own opinion. Like I give you an example, Stephen A. Smith. That dude has been doing this thing so long where he can say something and then people believe it, even though it's just his opinion, like yeah, but they've been doing it for a minute. So I'm not too critical, but like a lot of the time it's their own opinion. Like back it up with facts.
Yeah, you want to see them back it up and actually have the numbers and stats to back it up. That makes sense.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you've been watching it. Yeah, I mean, we want to shed light on, especially I want to shed light on like the players that don't get a lot of coverage. So I've been learning from it. So I just kind of like do a lot of research and then put a video together. I mean, I would do this for fun anyway. So I was like, why not? Like
these women are also like gorgeous. I was just scrolling through their Instagram and I'm like, did you see they have some of the girls have a campaign with Skims and they have these crazy big brand deals?
That's Cameron Brink.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, Cameron Brink. So I'm proud of her because she's like she's doing so well for herself. Like I even said,
they're really getting recognized.
Like, as a brand, like just as a brand herself, like she's doing really well. But she got injured. She tore her ACL, so she's out for the rest of the season.
She is.
Yeah, she's out.
I'm sure she's still gonna secure those brand deals. Like,
yeah,
a lot of these girls are really, really. I don't know why I was so surprised, but a lot of these girls are really, really pretty. I was like, wait, these girls are gorgeous. Besides being basketball superstars.
Yeah.
They look like models. I'm like, what the heck? They're tall.
Cameron Brink, like you know,
bigger,
like, if you go read the comment section on Cameron Brink's like Instagram, hey, there's too many simps there, bro. Like,
oh my god, I'm not even surprised.
I read a wild one where they basically one person said like I'll climb this tree or something like ridiculous, like because she's like 6'4" and she's like really tall.
She's 6'4".
A picture of her with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's like, there's a picture of her.
Oh my god!
Because Kevin Hart's like he's like 5'1" or something. I don't know, 5'2".
Yeah, he's tiny. He's tiny though.
And she's 6'4". Like, so she makes Kevin Hart look like a kid. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
But no,
she's so pretty though. If she wasn't into basketball, she could have gone into modeling because what?
Yeah, 100%. And you know whose daughter she is. She's Steph Curry's goddaughter.
Like, no way.
Steph Curry, yeah, like Steph Curry. Like if you watch the documentary that I made of her, there's footage of them playing together, like when she was younger, and then she does like a FaceTime call, for some sports network, and then Steph Curry hops on the call. Like she just FaceTimes.
Wow,
yeah, pretty cool. So it's all
star-studded family. You know? That's pretty cool. It's a star-studded family. I'm seeing pictures of them and I'm like, okay.
The mom, I think the mom or dad used to play basketball as well at a high level.
Okay.
I think it's the mom. I might be wrong, but yeah.
It's not even often that you see girls be so tall. And these WNBA are like,
you know, I think Caitlin Clark is like 6 something as well. Like most of them are like 6 foot, and that like. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't mean to sound sexist, but aren't women usually like not tall? Like they're usually shorter? Like,
yeah, women are usually shorter than men.
Yeah,
kind of significantly. So seeing these tall women, I wonder if to get into basketball, it's like people automatically just recruit the tallest women or the tallest people that they see, and then they just work from there.
It definitely has it plays a huge factor because generally speaking, like you got to be tall.
Yeah, it helps. It probably helps. Imagine you're a woman and you're like 6'7" or something, but you suck at basketball. Like, how bad would that be?
I never thought of that.
You try to get into it, but you suck. It's like all that height.
I would make sure that like I learn how to play basketball. If I'm that tall, like you know what I mean, like you got yeah. I'll make it happen.
You could be a superstar, making all these kind of money, sponsoring for Skims, doing all these crazy things.
Yeah, I never thought that Kim Kardashian's doing something like I don't even want to talk about Kim Kardashian, but she's got a deal even with the NBA. There's men's Skims.
Yeah, she even has a deal with the Olympics. You know, she's I think her brand is what the American Olympians are wearing, like for swimsuits and like shirts
Yeah,
and whatever. It's her
yeah.
brand.
You know, that's a big deal because like she's running up. Like she's already rich, but like now it's even like another level. You know, like
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
that's the. Have you been watching? Like, do you watch college? Like another thing, another component of the channel. I want to build on is highlighting more college basketball players like on the come up, especially
Oh,
female. Like you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if you saw.
who's one that a lot of people are talking about right now?
So obviously Paige Beckers. There's another one called Azzy Fudd. She's on my TikTok. I don't know if you've seen like they're doing a podcast and like it's so funny. Like they just got like a really good personality and she's good. And then there's Jada Gayamphi. She's also really good.
Paige is
There's
like
a
a
few,
dyke,
like
isn't
there's a
she?
few. Sorry?
Huh? Paige is like a dyke, right? I think I
Honestly,
saw.
like I
She was the
don't
one in the
know, bro.
white
Like
suit.
I don't know, like because she dresses like a
Somebody said she looks like a black uncle at a cookout when they saw her in like the
wait,
all
what?
white suit for the event. Somebody said she looked like a black uncle at a cookout, and I was like, that's so funny because she literally walks like that too. It looks like something
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg would wear. She looks
Yeah,
good
no,
though,
she
but I
does.
was
But
like,
if you see how she dresses at like, especially when she went to like to when she got that prize, she's wearing
yeah,
sneakers. Like
yeah, it was
she's not
nice
like
dress.
girly, feminine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the
Turn to you.
basketball, yeah, bro.
This is the good stuff though. This is the good stuff. This is the stuff that I'm getting into. That's what I'm really into when I look at the basketball groups. I'm like,
Yeah,
I wonder who they're dating. Are they into girls?
yeah,
Are they into guys? Taller
yeah.
guys,
So
shorter
that's
guys?
actually very interesting because a lot of them in the WNBA and like I didn't. I'm glad you brought this up. Like a lot of them are like lesbians. Like
Yeah, it
yeah,
doesn't surprise me. I feel like a lot of women that are really dominating in sports typically swing. Maybe that's a stereotype, but a lot of them swing the other way.
yeah. But I'm like why is that though? Like I don't know. Like
I wonder. I wonder. Because even when I look at some of the soccer players or football players in the US teams, I'm like, you probably swing the other way. And
oh
it's
really?
always the
Yeah,
ones that are
yeah.
really, really, really good.
That's an interesting topic, but I feel like that's too sensitive. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
We're
yo,
gonna we're gonna keep it
I would
we're
get
gonna keep it
crucified, bro. Like, if I even went
we're
that
gonna keep
wrong.
it PG.
But interesting enough, because you say that, you know, Brittany Griner, she's married to like a female.
Really?
Yeah. Brittany Griner's a dyke. Like, she's been a dyke though. Like,
I'm trying to see. Oh. Are there a lot of black women? It seems like there's a lot of white women that are getting a lot of media attention. Are there a lot of
yeah,
black women too
yeah.
that are getting
They
like
naturally do. Especially like, and I hate to say this, but it's the truth. Like, if you attractive, like, you're obviously gonna get because that's sells.
yeah,
That
yeah.
sells. You know what I mean? Like,
That's kind of what also attracted me to Paige. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. And that's when I saw
yeah,
her on Skims. And that's when I was just looking her on Instagram. That's the first thing I noticed. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous.
yeah. Automatically, like, if you're a guy and you see that, you're like, oh my word, like I was reading in the comments of Caitlin Clark, and then when she posted her boyfriend, um, I read the comments, and some of the guys are like, "Yo, man, like, like they tag the dude, and they're like, yo, we're gonna have to handle something. We're gonna have to handle business. You know what I mean? Like
They
they're like,
try to
oh,
square up. They're like, I can fight, dude. I can fight.
yeah. But even like the females, some of the females were like, dang, like there goes my chance, there goes my opportunity. Like, you know
Oh,
what I mean? It's kind of funny though. But imagine being like the partner of like someone of that caliber and like I don't know, like because
yeah.
I read the comments and some of the comments are like the guy secured a bag, but the guy that she's dating also played basketball. So like,
Oh, really? Professionally?
no, not professionally, like college level. So yeah, I mean, apparently he's pretty good though. But yeah, I mean that must come with a lot of scrutiny because all of a sudden, like now you got people like probably tagging you and stuff, and like in your
And
comment
comparing
section.
you to a really good athlete, it's like, bro,
Yeah,
this is your
yeah.
girl. What have you done? What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's just like keyboard warriors behind the screen. Like some of the like honestly, some of the comments on my videos, like I stopped replying because Yeah, I mean, like most of the time, people will answer the questions for you, or they're just gonna be hating. Like they just hate. You know what I mean? Like,
Bruh. Really?
or they
Because
or they
they
come
don't
with
like to
a they
beat
come with a
themselves
like
up.
a subjective opinion that's like it's a wild opinion that has no facts to back it up. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Hmm. That's
but
interesting.
yeah,
But who
but
are the
other
other
than that, how's
more
the
known black basketball players?
oh
I'm
the
trying to think of some
oh,
black
no,
queens.
so you got Asia Wilson. She's really good. I still need to do a documentary about her. Um, who else? Like Gabby Marshall. She's not in the NBA. I think she's doing a masters now. But there's a lot
Oh,
of
she quit?
she's really good. Gabby Marshall. I did a documentary about her. Like she's really good. She should have gone to the. I think she would have like if she declared for the draft, she would have been like top 20, like first round pick. Um,
So some people just do college basketball and then quit after without trying to go to the
yeah,
WNBA,
because some people aren't like interested in going pro. And
even if they could.
even if they
Like even if
Gabby
they're
Marshall could
good.
go pro, like I don't know, like I don't know if she's gonna go pro, but she's doing her masters. So I think it's to get it another year of eligibility to play. But she hasn't said that she's gonna play. She's also from the University of Iowa. So she played with Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin. But I don't know if she's gonna play, but she's doing her masters, so she's carrying on with school.
That's so interesting. I feel like if you commit to already doing college basketball, then might as well just shoot
You
your
might as
shot
well
at the
just go.
NBA.
But
Yeah.
some people don't want to go pro because then you don't have like a life. Like your life revolves around basketball.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm
That's
not saying
true.
you don't have a life, but it's a full-time commitment. Like and it's
Oh my
rigorous.
God, Gabby Marshall is married with kids.
Is she married? No, she's not married.
I don't know if she's married, but
No,
I'm
no, she's
seeing a
not
pic.
married. She's not married. I know that for a fact.
Who's this? Isn't this her?
That's
Or
I
maybe
think that's her
that's
family. That's her family. That's her family.
oh.
She doesn't have kids. Like that's something I know that she doesn't have kids.
Oh, okay, because she's pretty young, right? She just finished
Yeah, she
college.
just finished college. Yeah. Um, yeah, man.
She's
Like,
cute.
so so another thing, Caitlin Clark never got selected to play for the USA like team in Paris. Like and she got dual citizenship. So interesting. Something I found out like literally the other day ago. Is she's got Canadian citizenship. So
She does.
Team Canada was like, come play for us. Like, yeah.
Oh,
But
I mean,
she
does Canada have a good basketball team
not
nationally?
really. Like the men's team's pretty good. I'm not too sure about the women's team, but the men's team's pretty decent. But I don't think she's gonna do that. I don't think she's interested in that. She's more interested in like playing in the WNBA. She's got too much going on right now, I think, to even think
Uh,
about the Winter Olympics. Um, yeah. Another one that's
what about
another one that's like really, really good, but she gets a lot of hate. I don't know why people just hate on her. Okay, I kind of do know why. Because she's got a like a larger like a large personality. By that I mean like she's pretty like um she runs her mouth basically. Her name's Haley Van Lith. She went to she's from a town in Washington. You know, by the way, she's
oh
like Washington
really?
State.
From Washington.
Yeah, yeah. So she went to school in Louisville and then she transferred to play for Louisiana State. So she played with Angel Reese. Um
Oh, I know Angel Reese. She's
she played with
popular.
Angel
I
Reese,
see her all over the place.
yeah, it didn't work out like in terms of that. Now she's at TCU at Texas Christian University. And she's gonna be playing with Maddie Shear. I don't know if you're gonna know these names, but I did a documentary about her. And then you know the Kavinda twins, like Haley, like so they basically also like social media influencers, but one of them quit, one of them's playing. Basically the TCU team is gonna be the team to beat, I think, because they did a lot of
Are
recruiting.
they a strong team?
Yeah, they're a really good team. And Haley Van Lith is also there. But yeah,
Oh my God, the Kavinda twins are baddies. I'm
yeah,
just looking at
exactly. Yeah,
them. Like,
yeah.
what the heck?
Yeah, but the media hates on them as well. Like, I don't know why.
Do they talk smack or are they?
They don't they like actually like pretty humble and like modest, but I think they're just hating on them because like they're super pretty or like attractive, you know.
Dang, how tall are they?
They're pretty tall. I think one of them is so I don't know, but they're above like 5'10". Like,
Okay.
yeah,
It looked like just, LA influencers.
yeah they're
You
huge
wouldn't
on
believe.
social media influence. Like, so there was like rumors saying that they were gonna go to the WWE because they got a contract with the WWE.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently there was like a fat one. I don't know the number, but like they chose not to do it. But I still genuinely think they might do it in the future. Because they're more entertainers. Like they literally social
I
media.
could see that. I could see that. I'm already just seeing a bunch of pics of them just advertising some things and taking some Instagram baddie photos and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
They're still playing for college football. I mean, college basketball, or are they looking
so
to be
so
drafted?
Haley, no, hey, it's so their names are Hannah and Haley. I think Haley, I might be wrong, but one of them is at TCU. So she's doing her master's. Like she extended it for eligibility. Um,
Hmm.
but they both went to University of Miami. And they played together. Um, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I mean, like they're pretty good.
You think they would make it? They would make it to the WNBA if they
Yeah, they
tried.
probably could. They probably could. So it'll be a question of whether they would be successful. And I'm not a hater, but like they're not that good, but they're good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, they're good enough for like top tier college level D1. But to make it in the WNBA, especially how competitive it is now with this class, 2024 class, I don't know how well
Hmm.
they would do. I don't know how well they would do, but yeah, I'm rooting for them. Like especially with TCU, just Texas Christian University. It's almost like Woodward, but it's
Yeah,
D1.
like a small little college.
Small college.
It's crazy
D1.
how this small school have like the biggest basketball teams. Like even Gonzaga, it's a relatively small school, but they have like the biggest basketball teams
Program. Yeah.
in the country. It's like you would expect. I feel like I would always expect the biggest teams and the most successful teams to come from schools like Harvard or Yale, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's not always like that, right?
Yeah, it's not like that. So it comes down to like, and this is I'm glad you brought this up. It comes down to the program that they build. So like for instance, you mentioned Gonzaga. Mark Few's been there for like over 20 years, and he took Gonzaga from because back in the day Gonzaga wasn't as good as they are. So he came in there, he built his own program. He's been there, and eventually he built such a good program that, for instance, his assistant coach, the head of recruitment, is now the coach at University of Arizona. But the recruiter was so good that he could find players from all over the world and then bring them to Gonzaga, and then obviously they would fund their schooling. And I mean, for instance, like you look at Rui Hachimura. He was there when we were still in school, like in college.
Yeah,
And he
I remember
came
hearing about him.
he came to Gonzaga and couldn't even speak English. Like I know a few people that were like in a class with
That's
him,
crazy.
couldn't speak English, and eventually, like now he speaks English fluently. But they got him from Japan. I don't know how they recruited him, but yeah,
I saw there was even some players that they recruited from France,
yeah, yeah,
from different parts of Europe.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, what the heck? How did you guys even find these people? Because there's already so many talented players in the US that to go outside of the
right,
US
yeah.
to find players is crazy.
So that's what makes like those kind of programs so unique because they put an emphasis on like we're gonna take care of you. We wanted like I know diverse gets thrown a lot like around a lot, but they want to build a program that has a diverse culture. Um,
Hmm.
and also you find that like a lot of, as you're saying, like there's a lot of talented players outside of the US as well. So they kind of want to give people a fair shot, and that's what the foundation of the program is. And also they have money, so like they can go recruit and bring these players and fund their schooling and everything. Which is it's pretty cool because you've seen how like when we would go out in Spokane, like there's people from all over like the world, like
Yeah,
literally at Gonzaga, even at Woodward, which is kind of crazy. But
that's
I
true.
guess they take pride in that. So
They really do.
And they
I was
loyal
pretty
to Mark Few. They've been loyal to him. He's been there for over 20 years. So yeah,
crazy. They probably pay him nice too after
yeah,
that
yeah,
much
yeah.
time
So
and with all the successes they have.
he's he's top five earner, a top three, I think, in the whole state of Washington. So like
I'm
he
not
makes
even
money like
surprised.
he makes money
Dang,
like the governor
Washington,
makes. You know what I mean?
bro, more than Inslee? That's crazy.
Like if you look up how much he makes, I think it's because it's public information. I think he's making about like three to 5 million. Correct me if I'm wrong. Per year. And he's all he basically does is he's a coach. Imagine like he's making more money than some professional coaches make at a
Wow,
college level.
Gonzaga's really trying to keep them around.
Yeah, yeah. He's great. Great, humble dude. I mean, I don't know him personally, obviously, but from
Have you ever met him?
I've never met him. No, I've never met him. But
He's never just hanging around on campus in
I think he does
Gonzaga.
hang around in campus, but like he doesn't. So he lives in Coeur d'Alene, and like I know too much about this guy. Like he lives in Coeur d'Alene, but so he doesn't really like he lives in Coeur d'Alene, but he works at Gonzaga. So he's like doesn't associate. Like also he's a public figure, so like you can't just be seeing him at the Globe or at a
True.
bar. You know what I
Imagine
mean?
you see him
Because
at the
people will be
Globe.
taking pictures of him, like they'll be taking pictures of him saying like, "Oh, he's drinking or whatever." Like, but he's gonna move differently. Yeah.
That's true. That's damn. He really is a local celebrity.
Oh, he is like he's a celebrity in Spokane. Yeah, and the whole state of Washington. Like he's a celebrity.
Wow. I see he makes $1.8 million annually.
Annually. Yeah, it's probably going up now. Like because his contract keeps on increasing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we're running out of time, but good conversation. We could probably do. Oh, there's 9 minutes. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
we could probably do
I
another one.
wanted to ask I
What's
wanted
up?
to ask one last questions about
Yeah.
somebody that we didn't bring up too much. What are
Hmm.
your thoughts? Have you done a documentary on Angel Reese?
Yeah, I did. So go read the. So I did this documentary when when the season started, and she's improved like insane, like in a tremendous amount. Like she surprised me because she's like
She's
notorious
also a
for like.
baddie.
Sorry.
She's also a baddie.
Yeah, but bro, like she talks smack. Like when you want to talk about someone that's like the media doesn't like her. Like if you go read my comment section for that video,
Mm-hmm.
like someone said, "Why are you gonna go make a video about a bully?" And I'm like, okay,
Ooh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like that's how hectic it is. Like I didn't respond obviously, but like I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. But that's the kind of
oh,
personality that the media puts out for her. And then I made a video about like why Caitlin Clark is receiving so much hate. One of them, and Angel Reese is in that video, and I can see why like it's a love-hate relationship with the media with her. Because she talks in the video and she's doing a post-game conference and she's like, yo, like Caitlin Clark is it's not just the only face of the WNBA. Like they should shed light on us. Like we also out here balling. And I'm like I comment on it like within the video doing a voiceover, and I'm like, if that's the case, like if you can't do your talking on the field with how you play, and don't get me
mm,
wrong, like she's improved. Like she put up when the Chicago Sky played Indiana Fever, she balled out. Like she dominated Caitlin Clark. Uh, but she was talking smack, and then she was saying that, like, so I was like, bro, like, if you're gonna talk like that, like the media is gonna run with that narrative, and
mm,
make you like the antagonist. And then on top of that, I also just said, I was like, if you can't sell yourself as a brand, change your PR team. Like,
mm.
change your PR team. Like, either fire them or hire a better PR team. Like, look at Cameron Brink's PR team. She's grown as a brand. Like she's branded herself really well, but she wasn't branded like that when she was in college. But now she's a professional baller. She's taking it to another level. And obviously, like I know for a fact, she's got a PR team. like public relations.
Yeah,
Like
he
how
probably does.
she portrays herself in the public eye. Yeah. So if Angel Reese
So
is
you're
complaining
personally
about
not a
not getting
fan?
coverage, like if she's complaining about not getting coverage, change your PR team, bro. Or go ball out on the field and let the game do the talking for you, which she did. So she's doing that now. So so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but there's truth to it. She's balling now. Like she surprised me. Like I'll say this again. She really surprised me because in college she was good, but like she she worried too much about stuff outside of the game when she should worry about like her performance on the field. I think that's another thing that sets Caitlin Clark apart from a lot of these players and contributed towards her success is because she lets the talking be done on the field. And she's so consistent. Like she's not distracted by the media and all the attention. So she just balls out. She improves. And that's the best way to respond to your haters, you know?
Facts, that's true.
Yeah. So yeah,
Let you
that's why
up to
I
talk.
always ride for Caitlin Clark, like because she's phenomenal. She's like that's the amount of like the contribution that she's made to women's sport in general, not just the WNBA or college sports, like just women's sport. Like the way that other professional women athletes talk about her, they just come like I don't hear anything bad. Like if you hear something bad about her, it's a hater.
Mm.
Yeah, so she's
Hmm.
done like phenomenally. Yeah, so I always rock with her. And Kate Martin, you know, I'm biased. Like she's a baller. She's a baller. Like she's also a baller. She stepped up. Like you know, she I think I told you this yesterday, but she went to the draft to support Caitlin Clark, and then she ended up getting drafted. So like if you watch the reaction, like she never
So
knew she
crazy.
was gonna get drafted. She was just
She
there to
was just,
support her own,
that's crazy.
and she got drafted. So like this
That's a crazy
that's a
story to
crazy
be.
story. Like I'm rooting for her, and she's turned up. Like at University of Iowa, they called her the glue. Like she was the glue. Like
Wow. Is she
putting
your
the team
favorite
together.
WNBA player? I mean, she your favorite
My
basketball
favorite,
player right
like
now?
right now, obviously Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark,
Yeah.
Kate Martin, Asia Wilson. I'm gonna do a documentary about her. Yeah, those three. And then Cameron Brink. Like I just like the 2024 freshman class. Like they're really good. Yeah, I'm also a
Mm.
fan of who else? I think I'm missing someone here.
You're not a fan of Angel
Kelsey
Reeks?
Plum. Kelsey Plum. Go check her out. Kelsey Plum.
Hmm.
She's a baller. Like she's a baller. So Kelsey Plum, Asia Wilson, and Kate Martin are all on the same team.
Ball don't lie, the ball don't lie, ayy.